She wanna ride the wave,
Wave, Murray's. Cause she wanna ride a wave, Murray's. Remy in the handy in the loud is the reason why my vision so blurry. She only got a nigga versatile with the style, baby, there ain't no worries. They mad cause I'm living in the now when they girls love it when I talk dirty.
Hard pause. Ladies and gentlemen, and ladies, welcome to the Hard Pause Podcast. It's your boy Julian Blaq here with Quarter Water TV with another episode. This is episode mystical magical number 69. Thank you guys for coming in. We've come here regularly to support the podcast. Apologies for we missed a couple episodes, but we're back here going strong. As usual, music for the music you're hearing is family music. All the links are in the description. You can go ahead and check them out. Give them some spins on Spotify, please, and thank you.
Man. Yeah, it been. We missed a bunch of shit. We missed the California fires. Salute, Chris Chaos.
Chris Chaos. Salute.
We missed a bunch of shit. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, what you think about them fires though? To start it off, like, so.
Ooh.
There was a bunch of conspiracies about it. I want to hear what you think.
I mean, I was watching a few of them, and it was. It seems that one of the emergency was exacerbated due to lack of action on on a governmental level. Like they had reservoirs that should have been stockpiled with water that was bone dry, that they didn't do what they needed to do to keep them filled, and they had the rain to fill them. They had what they needed to happen if they could have done it. So it just seems like some of it was negligence, which seems a little sinister.
Now this is where I put my tinfoil hat on, right? This is where I got confused. How did it start?
I mean, those fires out there start extended dry periods.
Yeah, but usually in the summertime, not in dead winter.
I mean, yeah. Well,
you do know they caught some people setting fires too.
Yeah, they caught a couple of migrants that they locked up for setting fires. I did.
You know what's crazy about it? It was a couple news sources trying to blame black people for it. Nigga, we don't set fire. One thing about us, we don't really. That's not our MO. Like setting fires and shit. We don't really set fires like that. Like,
I remember. I'm gonna go back to one time we were having a conversation, you and me, and it was during the riots and shit, and it was talking about how brothers was setting fire to police cars and burning down police station. He was like, brothers want nothing to do with the police, man. He said that seemed like some angry white boys.
I'm gonna show you why. Because this is the thing, right? And all our heart, and to be honest with you, if black people thought they could get away with it, I ain't gonna say it might be a nigga or two that might set a police station on fire. But this is the thing. We know we not getting away with that shit. That's the one thing about us. We know we not gonna try certain stuff because we know we not getting away with. We know they gonna. Son, they done crashed down on black neighborhoods for white people just saying some black people did stuff. Like, remember when that lady in North Carolina drove her kids into the water and she said black people did it? The police was running around black neighborhoods going crazy. They did something like that in Boston too. Like in Massachusetts, like way back in the day, they was running around terrorizing black neighborhoods behind somebody, and nobody black did it. Need to find out it was the person that called that really did it.
Wow.
So it's crazy. Like, so I don't know. Like, but yeah, with certain stuff, we just not gonna do. Like,
yeah, you did point that out. What does Chris say? People were arrested for starting more fires, and someone caught this couple throwing full jugs of gas on the road as it started from some fans apparently that started at the same time. Gas on the road. And it appears some fans started. All right. Yeah, I read a couple articles about some intentional fires that were started, arson. So, but yeah, man. But we definitely know that with whenever there's a public emergency, there's always ill will actors that will try to recoup or do something to either exacerbate this situation and or get some free shit. That's like when the riots happen. The riots might happen because of a certain circumstance that took place, but it doesn't. Peep the name change. Chris Chaos, aka Mr. Fondil Mabal. Yo, Chris, you wild for that. aka Mr. Fondil Mabal. Yo, that's French? Is that French, my boy? Yo, we still got to grab you up for an episode. We may have some other brothers coming in later, but it is NFL Sunday and there's some good games on. So a lot of our co-hosts and folks that grind with us on here, they're big football people. So I hadn't spoken with anyone, so I'm not really expecting. I'll be surprised if anybody does show, but they'll be on here again in another episode. We got to pick a second day. We're gonna start running a hard pause, maybe 2 days a week. We just got to figure out what the second day is gonna be. You're
yeah, my bad. Something to me about the funeral and stuff.
okay.
Rest in peace to Aunt Linda too.
Yeah, rest in peace, Aunt Linda.
Bad. Ooh. Yeah, but as far as the fire thing, right? It looked like a conspiracy, man. And then they were talking about did you hear the rumor about the some couple that they said own like 90% of the waterfront property or something like that?
Nah.
Yeah, it was some weird shit. It's a bunch of weird shit. Or it could have just been Mother Nature, man. Sometimes Mother Nature can't be explained. Like,
oh, true. Or I remember there was a period of time where they used to do a lot of control burns out in Cali, and then the environmentalists fought to stop it, and they won. Yeah. And they won, and then they had relentless out of control fires years after that.
Mm-hmm. So they probably should have kept it. The control.
They definitely should have. The control burns were set up by the fire department, and they were gauging like, so if a fire starts, they could contain it to a certain area, and it wouldn't just spread like wildfire. A lot of people died behind that shit, and lost their property.
Yeah, bad.
You know? What up, Miss Park in the building? Hey, Megan, it's not showing. I think it might be because it's on that other one. I might start just doing the one.
Yeah, just do the one because we can't. We used to be able to see the Facebook comments. Now we can't see them no more.
No, we can't see them now. I think next one I'll just do the Julian Blaq page.
Yeah, and probably just put. You could probably put a link on the other page.
True that.
To get to the Julian Blaq page, like when you go live and shit.
Yeah, I'll share it on my page.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Now let me ask you this: have you been here? Have you I asked you about the flat earthers, right?
Yeah, we did have a conversation.
Now look, Lord Jamar of Brand Nubian, he's a flat earther.
Yeah, I've heard him.
So he the other day he goes on comedian Godfrey's podcast, and he goes up there probably like a couple weeks ago, and he said he wants to debate Neil deGrasse Tyson about the flat earth shit. So what Godfrey and them do is they set up a debate, but they try to get Neil deGrasse Tyson, but he was busy. So they end up getting this dude named, I want you to see it. Comedian Godfrey.
Hold on. That bar's that. There you go.
Pull up this a YouTuber named Professor Dave.
I got you right now.
He posted that. We have to watch this video, bro. We have to. We have to, dog. This the thing with me. The flat earth shit is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And I respect Lord Jamar too. I do. Like I respect him. I respect my elders. I respect Lord Jamar to the fullest. But as soon as you gotta miss me with the flat earth shit.
Well, I noticed one thing about the flat earth shit. They say some of the dumbest shit in the most intelligent way.
Mm-hmm. They like conspiracy theorists. Conspiracy theorists, they
This him?
Yeah, go on his page. I'll tell you which video to click on. Is it this one? It's the one right there. The first one with the green shirt is that one.
Hey everyone, many of you saw my recent reaction video where I drank whiskey while laughing at a rapping flat earther named Lord Jamar, who was proudly demonstrating his unparalleled stupidity on the podcast of a comedian named Godfrey. Well, that reaction
Shout out to
video set
Godfrey.
off a chain of events that I'm very excited to share with you today, so grab some popcorn and enjoy. If you recall, Godfrey was the host, Lord Jamar was a guest, and then there was this third fellow. His name is Dante Nero.
Yep.
After I posted my reaction video, he reached out to me by email. He told me that he's a big fan of the channel and that the episode I reacted to was frustrating for him because he knew that Jamar had no idea what he was talking about, but he didn't have the tools necessary to combat his script in real time. He expressed interest in having me on Godfrey's show via Zoom to have a conversation.
That'd probably be an interesting show.
Pause it real quick.
I was immediately.
Now let me give some context. I want the reason why I want y'all. The reason why I want to watch this is because I want you to see how he reacts after how Lord Jamar reacts after the video. After this, we're gonna go watch how because this caused a whole snowball effect. This caused him debating this white dude ends up causing a beef between him and Godfrey. But I'm just giving you the beginning, so let's go.
Oh, so the white dude winds up beefing with Godfrey?
No, Lord Jamar ends up beefing with Godfrey. I don't want to give you too much. I want to get your natural reaction to it, but let's go.
Hold up, Chris. I'm gonna star off your comments. We're gonna get to him, big dog. Hopefully.
Oh yeah, aware that if I agreed to do that, it would be a total shit show. I am intimately familiar with people like Lord Jamar. He's a delusional narcissist and complete douchebag whose entire identity revolves around his perceived intellectual superiority over the rest.
Pause. Now, what I don't like, I'm gonna show you what I don't like. This is the thing. What I don't like. I kind of understand where the professor coming from because he got a personal gripe with Lord Jamar, but I don't like I'm just sensitive about my people, so I don't really like other races talking crazy. But this time, I give this man a pass because he kind of got a reason to be acting like this. Go ahead.
Fully ignorant, clueless asshat. Basically, he's a flat earther. He is 100% impervious to even the most basic facts and logic, and he will not listen to a word I have to say, no matter how obviously correct I am. But when has that ever stopped me before? So I agreed to go on the show. Now, I will say that I went into this with the intention of remaining relatively cordial as long as possible, but Jamar began insulting me before I was even introduced, so I decided to just lace into him from the first moment. Even though my volume was dramatically lower than theirs, even though he was talking over me constantly, even though there was barely any attempt by Godfrey to moderate him so that I could get equal speaking time, I still took a big steamy dump all over him and looked dumber than rocks in front of his own audience. So much so, in fact, that after less than 20 minutes of interacting, Jamar threatened to leave the studio if I wasn't cut out of the feed. And then, mere minutes after the live stream was posted to Godfrey's channel, it was pulled. Undoubtedly because Jamar told Godfrey to pull it, since he knew how unbelievably stupid he looked.
And here's my thing. If Jamar told Godfrey to pull it, why the fuck he still beefing with Godfrey?
We gonna go down the rabbit hole. See that question that you just asked is the $1 million question. Everybody wants to know the answer to that question, but go ahead. Because after this, we gonna watch Godfrey's reaction to. After this, we're gonna watch this, and then we're gonna go to Lord Jamar page where he talked about Godfrey, and then we're gonna go watch Godfrey reaction to it.
All right.
So we're gonna go down the wormhole.
Better believe I anticipated exactly this, so I recorded the Zoom session from my end. I knew that this exchange was going to be absolute gold, and I was not disappointed. With that context covered, enjoy this brief interaction with one of the dumbest people alive.
Man.
There's not fire in a vacuum of space.
I want to say
like,
something.
Go ahead. It's ridiculous.
Like, before we bring Professor Dave, here's my thing.
Man,
let me
fuck Professor Dave before he even get here.
You know why? When it comes to hip hop, right? There's questions I have to ask because he spent his life studying being part of hip hop. To take the people that have spent their lifetime understanding physics,
Oh my
science,
gosh.
all kinds of
That
things.
don't matter.
It is absurd. It would be the equivalency if I took
Oh
the
my
internet.
God,
Dude,
that does not
and
matter.
let me finish. If I took an
It
internet
does.
who is
Pause real quick.
and
You know what Dante's saying? Basically, remember when you had that conversation with that chick about immigration and you was telling her what you do? It's like that. You can't argue with somebody and that's their wheelhouse. That's what Dante's basically saying. Like, nigga, you's a rapper trying to argue with a nigga that's right. That make no sense. Like,
yeah, and that's one of the things that frustrated me with old girl was because I was like, I don't act like I know everything, even though I got like 18 plus years of experience and 19 years of experience dealing with immigration. I still don't know every fucking thing.
You know more than her though.
Oh, definitely more than her. And about the basic functions on how, how things are supposed to work in our system.
To be honest, you know more than the average. The average probably 80% of motherfuckers that don't, if they don't work in your field, you probably most likely you gonna know more than them. Like,
a tad bit, your tad bit.
It just is what it is. Like, let's get to it.
Asked him about the history of hip hop. It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
It's one
No, it's
person.
not. But what about, you say scientists, right, that have been studying for a long time, but there are people,
pull it up, bro.
Professions that have,
oh shit, my bad.
Lie, just like medical apartheid against African Americans. There are trained doctors.
When you follow
lied
the money,
to black people about health,
they're gonna say whatever the money tells them to
nobody
say.
is saying that didn't
No scientist is
Nobody's
getting
saying that didn't
funded if they do not say what the money wants them to say, sir.
Okay, that's conspiracy.
Science, no, it's
That's
not. It's
fact.
real.
That's
It's a fucking fact.
You don't get to
Science
say that
is a
everything
religion
is that
now.
way. You don't
Science
get to say
is
that.
a religion. It is not
Science is not a
what you
religion.
think it is. Oh, yes, it is. And people worship at the altar of science.
Nobody's
And these
worship at the
people are
altar.
your new fucking deacons and bishops, and you believe that they have the power.
Let's
They're
go.
closer to
Let's
God
go.
than anybody else. No. Hang on.
Pause. Now you see how far we've gone because of this left. I blame the liberals for this shit. We don't went so far with it. We don't believe nothing. So we don't believe. We so much don't believe with the mainstream media and what we've been taught that we just going off the deep end, nigga. This niggas believe we going backwards that people believe the earth was flat. Cause I remember back when I was in school, you couldn't have found a nigga that believed the earth was flat.
Oh, I mean, you're not lying.
So now it's like we just going off the deep end. Like we done went so far because we found out certain entities was lying to us all our life. Now we don't believe shit. So now people just making up shit. So whatever sounds comfortable to our ears, that's what we running with instead of listening to facts. Like I could believe one thing, right, and talk to you, and you could change my mind.
Yeah,
it happens all the time. Like,
and also now we have this new way of looking at things, which is kind of insane, which leads us down that rabbit hole of everybody having their own perspective truths. So if your truth is how you feel and that's your truth, acting like your feelings are reality and your feelings count. Feelings are like what I say, like mental health. Your feelings is real to you, but nobody else.
Yeah.
Somebody I may be able to sympathize.
Feelings is anecdotal, nigga. That shit is just for you.
It's just you. Like we were even talking about when you're going through struggle and severe mental health problems, nobody in the world can really fathom or understand. Some people may have dealt with the same issue themselves, but they're still not in your skin feeling it the way you feel. They don't feel your emotional reality, which doesn't equal the reality. You know what I'm saying? So when everybody gets to have their own reality, you get shit like this.
Exactly. Now we in the matrix for real because everybody in their own little matrix box thinking the world just everybody thinking the world revolve around them. It don't.
A world of narcissists.
Right. When you die, the world is gonna keep going. Believe that shit.
Exactly.
My whole disclaimer before we even start this bullshit, okay, is that hang on. I issued a challenge, Godfrey, to even come here to talk to Mr. Whoever, scientist man, that if he can present me a working model of a ball that water sticks to the outside of
rotating.
it. Yes, as it rotates, I'll gladly sit down and have a talk with him. He hasn't showed me such mind. I can give a model.
Pause. See, this is shit that this is where he lost everybody, right? He wants this man to create like a globe, a floating ball, or whatever he wants to create. He's forgetting out of space, there's no gravity.
Mm-hmm.
There is no bottom. You understand what I'm saying? Shit don't operate the same out of space that it does on Earth. The stuff is different on Earth because of gravity, dogs. Like, like what? Like, I've watched. It's a YouTube channel I be watching, and it be talking about like certain little crazy stuff because I'm weird like that. And I watched a video about what would happen if the Earth stopped spinning. Man, you know how much disasters, nigga. It'll be chaos. Dude,
absolute chaos.
Storms everywhere. It said all kind of crazy shit. It said, first of all, if the world just stopped, you'll literally fly. Like you'll go from here and fly like far. It's probably die from that. Let alone all the storms and stuff, because we moving. So if it stopped, just like in a car, you going fast, and you stop, you fly out the windshield.
We'll keep moving. We'll keep moving at the same pace that the Earth was moving, but everything was stopped.
Everything is stopped, right? So trying to rationalize what's going on here and trying to make it the same as out of space is where you lose most people with common sense. Like it's not the same. Like there's no gravity out of space.
In the basis of the gravity, each planet has its own gravitational pull. You know what I'm saying? Like even though they're saying that that the moon is stuck in the Earth's gravitational pull, there's gonna be a period in where the moon breaks from it and actually moves away.
Yeah, probably.
Definitely, it's moving. It's been moving since we've been looking. It's further and further, but it's such a minute. I mean, we'll be dead for millions of years.
Yeah, it's probably gonna take. See, that's the thing with nature, right? With space and all this shit. Time to us is like a speck of dust to them niggas. Like to what's really going on. Like that's why I say when they be like, "Oh, people was here 25." Man, we don't know how long humans was here for real. There's no how will we? For all we know, people had all this shit already. It probably was people 20,000 years ago that might have had. We'll never know.
But what they were saying that there's been, and they actually have folks that have created like caveats for in the world, like monuments that have the basics to recreate society. Like if society were to fall and human beings were to find these monuments, it gives them the tools they have to recreate society. I forgot what this monument's called.
And that's what I'm saying. Who did that though? Like this, what I'm saying. We don't know. We babies, like humans are babies. We don't really know we don't know what's going on for real. We just really kind of started keeping records in like the past few hundred years type shit. So it ain't like we don't know nothing.
Even with records being kept from like probably like a few thousand. There's trials and battles that have went through where they've had ignorant people destroy records, destroy knowledge, burn down libraries, and do all sorts of crazy shit. So ignorance is like a powerfully what was the word I'm looking for? It's a powerful yet destructive thing, you know. And people don't like hearing factual things or don't like things that don't coincide with
whatever they think.
And what they think.
Facts.
What they feel, even more.
But you can play this shit.
All right, here we go.
Right now, as we sit here.
Oh, is Dave around? Is he there? He's up. Can he hear us?
A model right
No,
now.
we're about to get into it.
Hey, Dave. Hey, Dave. Hi, Dave. It's Godfrey. How are you? I don't see you.
Good.
You're doing good.
You guys see me?
Hey,
what up, Dave?
Dave, are you Dave the scientist?
I'm the one that contacted you, Dave.
Are you Dave the scientist?
Yeah, he's the one that
science
contacted.
communicator.
Science communicator. Well, hey, how you doing? First
What
time
does that
meeting
mean?
you.
Different.
Science
good.
communicator.
Science communicator. Okay. Well, here you are. You do not believe in the flat Earth theories, and you are. I've been taught that the Earth has been round for a long time. And when the flat Earth thing came around, I said, "Okay, what's this about?" And then I listened to some of the flat Earth stuff, and you know what? Some of the stuff made sense. I was like, "That kind of makes sense." And then when you hear about what you've always been learning about, well, that kind of makes sense. And then when I talk to actually Dave, when I talk to a fighter pilot, and then they go like 50,000 feet, way higher than commercial jet. I say, have you seen curvature? He goes, yeah, we see the curvature of the Earth. That's what he said.
Pause.
Seen multiple.
I've seen videos of that too.
I mean, shit. I've been on a plane for hours and days, and there's, if we was flat, we would have flown off the side of this bitch.
Nigga, there's no goddamn way the Earth is flat, my nigga.
Yeah.
That's why this is the thing, right? This is the easiest way to debunk the flat Earth shit. Why the fuck Hawaiians look Asian?
Because they ain't too far from Asia.
Right, but how if the Earth flat?
Flat, yeah. I mean,
you understand what I'm saying? This shit don't even make no sense. Like it literally makes no sense. The reason why Japan bombed Pearl Harbor is because it's right there, homie.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Like that's it. I don't even get how people even try to rationalize like the flat Earth shit. That shit is the most dumbest shit. That's why I kind of understand what a white man, where the professor, what's his name, professor whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
I understand where he coming from because he about to turn up on Lord Jamar. But go ahead. And I respect Lord Jamar, so this was sad. Like I always,
yeah, it's sad.
They look like Asian because the sun be too hot and bright. Nah, it's because it's near Asia.
Over a pilot who has thousands of hours.
This is like multiple pilots say that it's
so Dave. So who's gonna go first? Tell us, Dave, why you are against what he believes. How about that?
Yeah, flat Earth is the dumbest hoax in human history. Jamar just watched some videos by Eric Dubé, who just spews a bunch of bullshit, memorized what he says, and repeats it and pretends to be intelligent. Instead, everything you say is so insanely stupid and proven with like middle school level physics.
Really?
So yeah, we can go ahead and you can rattle off.
Do you have a working model of a ball that has water to the outside of it? Can you show me a working model of that?
A tennis ball.
Yes, wet. And that, but no. That's not water sticking to a ball. That's saturation of water on the ball.
So
I want you to show me where water sticks to the outside of a ball as it spins. It doesn't go to the equator of the ball and spin off.
I heard what you said.
Show me a working model. What's going on?
A
working model.
Okay.
The reason that things stick to the Earth is because the Earth is extremely massive, so it generates a very large gravitational field. When water falls off of a ball, whatever ball you're talking about, to the Earth, it's because of the large gravitational field exerted by the Earth.
Yeah.
So when you're talking about water sticking to a ball, your desired demonstration of gravity fails because gravity exists. Things fall to the ground.
There is density and buoyancy, sir. Gravity is not so magical.
Pause real quick. Pause. Quarter water. You like conspiracies, dude. Atlantis was so advanced, and that shit might be real. We just don't know for real. Like shit, humans. Shit, we still trying to figure out how they built the pyramids,
dude. And you know, there's semblance of a society out in the Arctic.
Yeah, under the sea. But do you know what I think that is? Though I'm gonna show you something. What I think. This is what I believe. I believe when the ice age came, the whole you know how the whole Earth was frozen.
Mm-hmm.
I believe them places that's frozen was probably wasn't frozen at one time. Probably was
definitely not.
So all it is, that shit is, you know how they be like, oh, it's global warming, and shit is defrosting. No, the ice age is still just defrosted.
Yes.
That's all it is, nigga. And eventually we probably gonna burn up, but that shit probably gonna be millions of years. And then it's gonna freeze again.
Hundreds of million
Antarctica behind the ice wall. Yeah, I believe all that shit.
Earth will go hard, yo.
But to speak with the science professor Dave is saying, right? When you really think about it, right? Even water in the ocean is falling. Think about what I'm saying. What you know how the water, when you go in the water, you sink. What's bringing you down? The gravity. It's the water. The gravity that's bringing the water down is bringing you down when you in the water too.
That's true. Yeah.
The reason why you could swim is because you fighting against it. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But if you let that shit go, you're gonna sink to the bottom because basically the gravity is sucking water down too. Like everything is getting pushed down to the ground because of gravity, for real.
And even the tides are dictated by the gravitational pull of the moon and the Earth's
Fact.
rotation and everything else.
Yep. Facts. You could get
Here's-
it.
I hit play.
Things
Density
walk,
is a
drop
scalar.
to the
Density is
ground.
not a force.
It depends the
Buoyancy
medium
only
that it
exists
is
where
in.
gravity
If I
exists.
drop something in this
Hey,
water,
kiddo, shut
depending
up.
on
Hold on,
how
hold on.
heavy
You
it
can't
is,
just.
it's
Like,
going
you
to
can't do it. You
sink
can't just
or
talk over it.
float.
Wait, I want you all to talk.
See, and Lord, like he asked to do the question and completely talks over him the entire time as he's trying to answer.
You know who do that? Your girl. When she trying to argue with you and she don't want you to hit over the fact, she just talk over you. That's a woman trait. Let that nigga talk. Shit is a woman trait for real.
Density
I want to
is
hear
not a
First of
force.
all, this guy came out real disrespectful, talk about the stupidest shit. Like if he
Well, you was
in the
just
room, I'd
cussing
be
him out
smacking
before he
the
got
shit
on.
out of
It
him
doesn't
right now.
matter if scientists
First of all,
study
Now you
science.
want to smack the nigga? Come on, dog.
See how
Sir,
offensive
you know
what-
that, right?
what you say to the
You know that,
entire
right?
race, the entire body of scientific knowledge. Let me respond to the insanely stupid thing you said.
I want you to
Density
respond
buoyancy, which you
to my.
memorized from an
Let him talk,
MMA video.
Jay.
Okay, we're gonna
Right.
talk about what
Respond to what you
pseudoscience.
Pause
Go
real quick.
Go ahead,
Pause.
Is there?
I'm gonna show you where Lord Jamar fucked up at. Lord Jamar, when you told he told Crazy when he was saying the shit about hip hop and Puerto Ricans wasn't being the founders and shit.
Mhm.
Crazy Legs wanted to put hands on Lord Jamar for saying that.
Uh-huh.
And Lord Jamar's responded like, I offered you a debate. This ain't about getting physical. But now we talking about the flat earth shit. And
He
you
wanna
done yeah, like you can't do that, dog. Like, what is you doing? Like,
And on top of that, before Jamar knew he was there and listening, he did nothing but disrespect this man before he ever got on the mic. He
but
talked shit about
this
whatever,
the
whoever
thing.
this guy
Hold
is.
on though. This the thing. I know why Lord disrespected the nigga in the beginning too, because Professor Dave, when Lord Jamar was on Godfrey's podcast before, talking about the flat earth, Professor Dave took that video and reacted to it. So it's a video on his channel that went viral of him reacting to Lord Jamar talking about the flat earth, and he was sitting there drinking, cooking that nigga. So it was like Lord Jamar might have seen that, like, you feel what I'm saying?
So he came into it with some fears.
Smoke. Yeah, it was some smoke, but you still gotta conduct, even if you got smoke, you still gotta conduct yourself with some decorum, though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So the new stuff I'm on is space, is weightless, right? No gravity, and most feel like you're in water floating. When you look at a star, it looks like ripples as if it's in water. And in the Bible, the firmament is known as water.
Yeah, that's too deep for me, Chris. You just went to the abyss with it. Like,
firmament.
Yeah, I don't know. I believe outer space is just unknown, man. That shit is some shit that, like, it's just like underwater, deep space, deep water. It's just unknown. Like, and it's certain shit just as humans, we just ain't gonna know yet until we find some way to get there. Like, cause some of these places it take too long for you to even get there. Like outer space, it take you forever to get certain places. Like, I think it take you months to get to the moon. Like,
well, nah, shit, probably a month to get to Mars. You can get to the moon within a few hours.
Can you?
If you yeah. It
probably one of them
maybe
shits that take months. I know one of them shits
Mars,
take a minute.
and with Mars, you have to time it too to catch it on its rotation around the sun and kind of meet up with it. I think you could probably get to the maybe not just hours, maybe a day or so. I think.
Yeah, I keep hearing about that movie Interstellar, Chris, too. I need to watch that. I keep hearing about that movie. Like,
yeah, I think I've seen it. Is that the one where they had
I gotta put that on my movie list. Like, I gotta watch that. I keep hearing about that shit. But yeah, you could play that shit.
Oh, from 2014. Yeah, I seen this one. All right, let me play.
It's not a force. It requires a force to produce an acceleration. Things accelerate towards the earth. Density is a scalar. It's not a force. It can't make things move. Buoyancy, there's a buoyant force, but it has gravity in the equation. Buoyancy only exists when gravity exists.
When gravity, the secret sauce.
Here's the problem with your density bullshit. You think that things fall down because the air is less dense. The air is less dense above the object too. So why the fuck don't things fall up? Can you
Things
explain
do
that to
fall up, you fucking asshole.
What
Bubbles
fall up?
Bubbles
Nothing
go
falls
up, you
up.
stupid fuck. Fucking head. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, it's lighter than the fucking density it's in. Why? How can a fly defy gravity? How can a fucking tadpole defy gravity? You fucking shithead.
Tadpole defy gravity? What the?
Yes.
Fuck are you talking
How does anything swim through? If gravity is holding down oceans that are tons of fucking of fucking force, how does anything swim through the ocean? How do you fucking lift your legs off the fucking ground? You fucking cockbag.
Yo, shout out Sauce.
Birds have wings,
my boy.
right? You can exert
They have
force,
wings,
which allows you to accelerate, right? Doesn't that make sense? If you jump or if you throw a ball, you're exerting force and you are counteracting gravity until that momentum runs out. You throw a ball, it goes up, and then it falls back down. Why do things fall down?
Speaking of momentum, do things
No.
Why do things fall down?
Subject. Why don't things fall up? Why do things only fall down?
Why do they?
Why do things fall up?
No. Why do things fall down only? Why don't they fall up? Which is what he said.
Again, light things will rise
only with wind,
dense,
which is a
no,
force.
it's not only with wind.
Things don't float. Nothing
Why
floats.
doesn't a ball fall up? The air
because
above the ball
it is
less
dense.
than the ball.
Because it is dense.
Because what's dense?
The ball is
than
dense.
the ball? Is
The-
that what you're saying
That
now?
don't even make sense. That's not even what
The
what
ball
you're
is
saying.
dense. If it's in regular air, it will fall to the ground.
in
If
regular
it was
air.
in,
Why
if
does
it
that
was
make
in,
sense? Isn't
say
the air
a
above the ball
gel,
less
if it
dense
was
than
in
the
a
ball?
gel, what is it? What's the ball gonna do?
Okay, I
It's
don't
just
know
gonna
about what the
stop
fuck
there,
you're talking
right?
about The gel in the air. Why
There's
doesn't a ball
it
fall
depends
up?
on the
air
medium.
is
You can't
less
ask
Why
dense
the
does
than
it
question
fall
and then
up? What does falling up have to do with anything? I don't
No,
understand.
because
what
you
you're
think
talking
that
he
about.
said he
You
said
said there's
what?
no such thing as
you
gravity.
you said there's
Why
no
is
such
there a
thing in
preferred
gravity.
direction of falling? Why do things fall down to the ground?
Because they're heavy. Because they have density.
Okay,
That's why.
what is heavy? What is weight? Do you even know what weight is?
Man.
What's weight? Tell me the definition of weight.
It's your fucking head on your fucking shoulders, you fat head
Someone's getting a
bitch.
little sassy because
Like-
Oh man, he said that nigga
We're not
sassy.
gonna
That's
sit
fucked up.
here and talk about all.
Yeah,
We're not going to sit here and define words that you don't
Yes,
know. that you're
define
trying to
words. We're talking about what's heavy and what's light.
use. Yeah. So what does fucking heavy mean, dumbass? You said the word heavy. What is heavy? What is weight? What is weight? What does that mean? You don't know the definitions of the words you're using,
Bro.
Should I define?
Go ahead.
weight? How do
Tell
we
him.
define it?
Yeah,
Tell us
define
what weight
weight.
is.
Here I go.
Look it up if you
A
want. Look it
body's
up on the
relative.
internet.
Oh, here we go. A body's relative mass or the quantity of matter contained by it, giving rise to a downward force. The heaviness, and then of course the heaviness of a person or thing.
By virtue of its position in a gravitational field. Things have weight because gravity exists.
See, you say these things. These
You
are
tell me the
definitions.
of words.
These are
and I
definitions
don't know
that
what to
are
say.
given by people who are
Who
here
study things
to
and
no
actually
who
know
are here
things.
to reinforce a certain position. I'm talking about
Sweetie,
common
money
sense
can't
shit.
change
Did
the
he just
laws
say
of
sweetie?
physics.
Are you
There's no
fucking
amount
homo?
of money that can change the
Yo,
laws of physics.
this nigga just say sweetie.
Hey, sweetheart.
Yo,
There's-
Like if this is woman.
We're not.
Listen,
I'm not
sweetie.
getting into all of this.
You're not talking
Do you
about
feel
Sweetheart.
like you're
common
moving?
sense has nothing to do
Do
with
you
any of
feel
this
like you're
stuff. You
moving?
can't just intuit how the laws of physics work. You have
Bro.
to probe them and learn about them, study them.
Listen,
That's what
we know
education is.
about these things, bro. And all this
we
shit
do
you're
and you
talking
don't.
about
You should learn
is
it.
some bullshit. Like, do you know about crepuscular rays? What are crepuscular rays?
What the fuck is
It
that?
appears to diverge because of perspective.
Yeah, I never
Kinda
heard
like
of that either.
You mean
right?
appears to diverge?
It appears to from the perspective, from your perspective.
So can you
as an
trace
observer
the
of those
rays back to its source?
What do you mean? Yeah, okay. There's the sun. Sure. What?
How
You
far
don't even know
away?
what you're trying
How
to say.
far
Like,
away
you
is the
vaguely
sun?
memorized
Is the
narrative
sun
today,
93
and
million miles away?
Okay, you already changed the set. You're already
I'm
jumping
at-
away from the thing that you brought up.
No. It's not a matter. I'm talking about
is he-
common sense, bro.
Is the sun
You
still
haven't
93 million miles away, Dave?
Okay, but the
And if
distance
it
is not
was,
common
why
sense,
why
bro.
do we have
You know,
crepuscular rays?
Your answer. I want to see where he's getting at.
Why
Yo.
it doesn't why do the railroad tracks appear to converge with distance? It's the same concept. It doesn't matter how fucking far away the sun is.
What do you mean it doesn't matter? Y'all say it's 93 million miles away.
Yeah, and
That's what these same people that you're talking about, all the definitions, say is the truth. So what are you saying? That it's not?
No, of course it is. I'm saying that it has
So how does
nothing
what
to
is
do with
crepuscular
rays.
how
The
do
distance-
how do you explain crepuscular rays?
by what I just fucking told you with the railroad tracks? Do railroad tracks appear to converge with
Listen,
distance?
yes,
Are they
but at
not
some
parallel,
point you would not be able to see
At which point? At which point?
at some point. I don't know the exact distance of what
Okay,
where you
so
can't
let's
see
go
something.
with you. The
But you
sun's
still
not
can see the
93 million
sun.
miles away.
This
The sun's
93
right
million
up there,
miles
right?
away
Are we
is
doing
ridiculous.
So-
corpuscular
Okay, so the
rays?
sun's
Are we
right up there in
doing
the
So let me get this right. This video is not available on Godfrey's channel. Godfrey took it down, right?
He took it down.
To
He took
appease
it
Lord
down.
Jamal, and Jamal's mad still.
Yep, still mad.
Why does the
I would've
Navy
left
get
this shit up.
There's
Fuck him.
videos, there's videos of people where
He
they
said
are
I heard he said he gonna put it back up.
in planes and stuff
Good.
like that.
Yeah, there's a video where people are above the sun. Is that right? Or are you completely full of shit?
Nope.
Nope.
Above
Okay,
the
pull it
sun.
up.
Um,
People
Pull it up. Let's
above-
find the video.
Are they
where people
above
are
the sun?
Well, like,
do
the
you
flat
see-
Earth,
do you
right
see
now.
anything
the
in
flat
those
Earth model
folders that
says
say anything like that?
the sun is above the flat, but they don't because they don't believe.
Is it
that
like
the-
a dome, right? We're like in a
That's
dome.
what they believe is fucking ridiculous. But it's just
just like how do you have pressurized air in something that doesn't have a covering?
How do you have pressurized air?
And
in
you
something that
guys
doesn't
will
have covering?
say,
let him answer.
hang on, let me finish saying what I'm
You
saying.
said what you asked the
Go
question,
ahead.
You
You
did.
asked the
Please,
question.
Dante,
Go ahead. Go
come
do
on.
what you gonna do.
He's trying to be friends. Come on, man.
You're right.
Because you have to have a covering. People will say that the covering is the ozone layer or the thermosphere. These are basically imaginary coverings to say the same thing that somebody would say is a firmament. But go ahead, tell me why you have pressurized air next to a vacuum of space, sir.
Okay, so so this is really adorable. You think that space is a vacuum cleaner because you don't know what a vacuum is. You don't know what vacuum is. What's a vacuum? What does vacuum mean? Tick tock, tick
Want
tock,
me to-
tick
want me
tock.
to
What the fuck
look
is
at
a
It,
the
it
vacuum?
has no air. It's
It's an absence of matter. So why the fuck would the vacuum of space pull air anywhere? Can you explain that?
a vacuum also pulls things, sir.
No, it doesn't. Vacuums don't suck. That's not a thing.
Well, vacuum cleaner
If
stuff.
vacuum is
So you don't know what a
a
vacuum is.
Hey, but vacuum is the absence of matter, right?
Yeah. So why would that pull air anywhere?
So we just have absence of matter next to pressurized air.
Yes, which sticks to the earth because of gravity, which again you pretend doesn't
Which
exist.
sticks to the earth. So it's spinning with the earth
I have the
at
definition.
at 1,000 miles an hour.
Okay, so
I have the
we're
definition.
really jump into all the favorite talking points. So the earth spins once per day.
Yo, bro.
That's what a fucking
For
day is. Did you know that? Do you know what a day means? It's how long it takes the earth to spin around one time. So all of this 1,000 miles an hour bullshit just makes you sound like an idiot because it spins once a day. It spins at half the rate of the hour hand on a clock. Not so fast, is it?
Well,
Pretty funny shit, huh?
Yeah, really funny.
Okay,
Yeah.
the energy
Any
just
response?
changed.
Yeah. You're full of shit.
Am I full of shit about what a day is? Is a day 24 hours? What's a day, dude?
That
Tell me-
nigga won't even look up now. Like his
Well,
eyes down. Like
What are we living on then? If it's not flat, if it's so, some people say it's not.
So people are upside down
What
on the ball
are
because
we-
of gravity.
Upside down?
Yeah.
What's upside down? Why upside down?
Because
What does
the
that mean?
ball has to have a top and a bottom, correct?
Does it?
Yeah.
Why?
Because
It's a
it's a
fucking
ball.
So
Y'all say the
Where's
North
the top
Pole
of a
and the
ball?
South Pole, right?
where's the top of a ball? Take
You
a
said it's at the
featureless
North
sphere.
Pole.
Take a featureless sphere. Where's the top?
It's not featureless. Y'all say the North
Okay,
Pole,
But you
and
you
the
said
South
a ball.
Pole.
You didn't say the Earth. You said a ball. Okay, so
That's
you're
what y'all
assigning-
saying. We are
you're
on a ball. You said we live on the outside of a ball.
So Dave
Okay,
is
so
the Earth,
you're
it's a sphere,
designating the North Pole as the
What
top
is
and
the
the
shape
South
of
Pole
the
as the
Earth?
bottom. That's fine. So now how do we orient ourselves down? Where's down to us? Where's down?
What do you mean? Where's down?
Is it towards the ground? Does down mean towards the ground?
Towards the gravity. The pull.
Yeah. When you say down, you mean towards the ground, right?
Yeah, that's the ground.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So wherever the fuck you're standing on this thing,
Mhm.
wherever the fuck you're standing, down is towards the ground.
But now look
It's
how
towards
the
center of the
look
earth.
how it
So
look how
nobody's
it
upside
turns.
down.
Look how it
Everybody thinks-
curves, motherfucker.
Huh?
Look how the fucking shit is on the
Yeah,
side
and
of
if
the
you're
ball.
here, down is towards the center of the earth. And
But
if you're
you're
here, down is
standing
towards
on
center
the.
of earth.
But
And
you
if you're
see how?
here,
And if
down is towards the center of the earth.
that
This is how
doesn't-
fucking
no,
dumb
that
you are.
doesn't make
This is how
sense, you
fucking dumb
fucking
you are.
asshole.
You
That's how
imagine
dumb
a
you
globe.
are. That shit
You
don't
think
make
that
no
down-
fucking sense.
You think that there's
You're
a
on the
magic
side,
ground in outer
and it's
space?
supposed
These
to
two-
be
this
tilted,
nigga's giving
and
me
it's
a
supposed to
headache.
be on an axis.
And you're
Yeah, you could
imagining-
probably stop it from here anyway. Like,
That's why you think
This
that there's a
man-
down in
All right.
space.
Get this-
In
cause that shit.
reality,
Okay, look, let's
there's
at least get to the
down.
spot where
Oh, listen, can you admit that you only think
Yeah.
that this is down
Okay.
because you're standing on the
All
fucking
right.
ground, and so you're reinforcing what
I
is the
thought
actual
this would
truth.
be,
You want me down is
uh,
the center of the
I
ground.
told you.
a nice discussion.
I
I
told
guess
you.
it we got a
You
little
can't
bit
proceed.
aggressive.
He's a
a little bit,
pseudoscientist.
So-
a lot
A
aggressive.
pseudo-
and Jamal, and it's like he's not coming. Once you got somebody that's refuting his ideology with opposite facts, he's getting a little testy.
Yeah, he coming back with insults and shit like that. So it's looking
Ad
crazy.
hominem-
Like,
They call it ad hominem attacks.
ad hominem, yeah.
That's what they call it.
Right. But as you get the gist of what's going on here, he ain't this. It's about to end right now anyway. But
You want to play it out till it ends?
nah, hell no, cause let that shit in. Cause it is what it is. He ain't gonna do shit, but just clip the nigga off. He basically threw a tantrum and just deaded it where it was at. But my whole thing is, I don't know how Godfrey, how he started beefing with Godfrey after that is the craziest shit ever. Like, I don't know.
Okay, we got Lord Jamal. Hold up, here, let me put these up. See which one you
Pull
want.
it up, yeah. You probably gotta go to his page. Who is that? Which one is that?
Forgotten Kings, Godfrey, and Godfrey We Trust.
Oh, but yeah, play the Unforgotten Kings. Probably gonna have all that shit up there.
All right.
Oh man, and this is not some beef I'm having with him. I just think you calling us names and calling me out. I'm like, I did you a favor. I tried.
Yeah.
And then you doing that, and so you backstabbing me? What the kind of friend is that?
Yo, what's up? This bruh man from
For
the
the fifth flow.
and you tuned in to Forgotten Kings TV.
It's ridiculous.
And before we bring Professor Dave, here's my thing.
Man,
That's let
Professor Dave.
Okay, that explains his aggressiveness. You said.
Dave, why you are against what he believes? How about that?
Yeah, Flat Earth is the dumbest hoax in human history. Jamar just watched some videos by Eric Dubé, who just spews a bunch of bullshit, memorized what he says, and repeats it and pretends to be intelligent. Instead, everything you say is so insanely stupid and can be disproven with like middle school level physics.
Really?
So yeah, we can go ahead and you can
Let's
rattle off
do it.
How,
today's
show,
talking points.
do you have a
Tell you how
working
you're
model of a ball that has water sticking to the outside?
Hey, joke's coming. He's getting a little mad. Okay, kiddo, listen, can you admit that you only think that this is down because you're standing on the
All right.
Hold on,
ground,
there it goes.
and so you're reinforcing what I
There
thought.
go the Lord Jamar.
I'm done with him.
All right.
Okay, y'all saw the bullshit that happened on Godfrey's show with, you know, the fake professor. And I'm going to tell you, I can't get too much into detail about this right now because I think there's some things going on. But all I could say is I apologize for the poor showing. To all my flat earth people out there, this changes nothing. Although I know I made myself look bad, from being out of sorts for many different reasons that I can't necessarily get into at this moment. But I definitely was not myself that night.
At least he's acknowledging that much.
And I thought,
nah, he's being tricky with the words.
Oh, so now you're gonna start blaming Godfrey.
And you don't want to believe
you go back and listen to what he said. Go run it, go rewind it, and listen what he said thoroughly. Like, listen, he's not taking responsibility for shit. He said he was in his wrong mind. Like,
flat Earth
what's
people
wrong
out
with
there. This changes nothing. Although I know I made myself look bad.
You made yourself look terrible.
For being out of sorts for many different reasons that I can't necessarily get into at this moment. But I definitely was not myself that night. And I thought certain people were my friend. You know, and you don't want to believe that your friends would do certain things, but yeah, it's definitely possible. But yeah, I was just not in my right state of mind. I apologize for allowing y'all to see me lose my cool. Yeah, that's what happened. I lost my cool. I let this sucker bitch, pull me into some shit. You know, there's a guy on the show that used to be an ex-pimp, and
who's
since he couldn't best me the last time, he did what a pimp does, and he got.
Oh, so he calling the chubby dude?
Dante used to be an ex-pimp. Dante Nero.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Got a bitch to do his dirty work, and
this nigga
that's
here.
what happened. Justin said it wasn't Godfrey who set you up; it was Dante. I think Dante was the source of it, but
plot thickens.
Godfrey was complicit. He was complicit in the whole thing. He was the linchpin, because I wouldn't done.
Well, the thing about it is you had it was air and opportunity. You had the equal amount of time to not look bad. You had the equal amount of time to push your ideology forward. You just didn't have the ammunition. And then instead of like arguing it with ammo, you just consistently resorted to insults. Now, my boy, the professor, he did resort to insults, but at least his insults were followed by facts and science.
And the professor, from what the professor said, right? From what the professor said, he said he wanted to go in there on civil terms, but Lord Jamar started disrespecting him before he came on camera, so that's why he came in hot. So I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? So they both had reasons to come at each other, but that's not neither here or there. My whole issue is why you flipping it on Godfrey though? Like, what is it? Why? What happened?
You're right though. It ain't Godfrey.
Godfrey didn't put the shit out. What happened though is Professor Dave put it out on his channel. He got more subscribers than God. He got like 3 million subscribers or something like that.
See. Yeah. Yo, my boy, and that's why my boy is a little tight because of the fact that it got out. But Godfrey's nice for pulling it down in the first place. I wouldn't have.
Me neither.
I wouldn't have pulled it down.
Because I would have told that nigga before he got into the debate, make sure you got your ducks in a row, because if you get cooked, it's not coming down. Like,
you know what I'm saying? For real. All right, hold on. Let's see what else
for anybody else but Godfrey.
And I'm like, so my podcast don't mean shit to you, because I did his podcast. I've never disrespected his podcast. I always was respectful to his podcast. And and then when when they were going back and forth, Dave didn't stand down. He was like, no, you don't. Fuck you talking about? And I was like, okay, this is gonna be good. Yeah. And it got a little viral, it got a little viral and shit. And then he was like, yo, take this dude off. It was like, yo, yeah, man, don't show that shit. Don't show the episode. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because that's with my shit. Yeah. That's my money up. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't show it, because we cut it off right away too. Like I say, oh, this is gonna be cool.
Yeah.
It happens. And I said, I won't show it.
Yeah.
You know, as a friend, I won't do it. I did not show it.
Yeah.
Still to this day, they go, why'd you let this mother punk you into not? I said, it wasn't about that. It was about being a friend. That's what I wanted to do. Cause I'm that kind of guy. I'm not a boy. I'm not. No one can say that about me. Nobody. You can like not like me cause whatever. That's fine. But as far as backstabbing people I know, as far as being like a gossip, I'm not that. I don't do that type of shit. I think your boy drugged me. I go, what? First of all, I'm not a weed smoker, so I'm like, what? I don't get it. He goes, I was out of sorts on that episode, so I go, but you smoke all day, every day. He's always rolling joints on there.
He rolled 3 blunts.
The whole place was smoked up, you know. And he goes, your boy tried to pour out, like, try to like, I don't know. He put something in the thing. I go, why would he do that? Like. He did it because he's like, yo, that's my man. I'm gonna get him some weed, blah, 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 blah. And he threw that in. I go, Dante wouldn't do no shit like that. Why would he do that? Why the fuck would he spike himself and give you the same shit? Like, he don't do shit like that. Yeah, it was your behavior, man. You did that. I didn't make you call this dude an F word. I didn't make you say Dave. I didn't make any. I just said you showing up, cool. I even gave you money for the toll. You know, congestion and tax. I said, I didn't. This is your behavior, and now you blaming me for that shit. That's bullshit. Yeah, man. And he said, I'm gonna take some legal action. You know, and then he goes, I didn't sign anything to show my. It's like that. You can't. You've been on my podcast before. Now you're doing this legal shit. Whatever, it's clever. You can't do that. Like now you're gonna do a lawsuit on me? Like what? Yeah. You called him F words and all kind of other shit, you know? So, and it's almost like you're trying to make up a beef, I guess. Maybe that's a rap thing.
He tried to Drake you.
Yeah, he's trying to Drake me. Like, I'm like, huh? It's like you're bad. Your enemy is the guy Dave, not me. And then you're calling a sucker bitch and all this other shit. I'm like, maybe you're that kind of guy. Maybe you're that kind of whack ass dude. That's what you are. Because I didn't call you any names. I said, let me just cut my money up.
Yeah.
And then you're saying, oh, they're just doing this for views. What individual on social media is not doing shit for views?
Thanks.
What mother? If you ain't doing shit for views, you should not be on social media. Everybody wants views. That's why everybody and their mama is twerking on whatever. They're doing sketches with their kids so they can be influencers. You have to have views. That is how these things work. Views work. That's how you get money.
So I get it why Godfrey pulled it down or out of a sense of loyalty to his friend. So he's not wrong for pulling it down.
No, Godfrey ain't wrong at all. Godfrey didn't do nothing wrong, but this the thing. As soon as that nigga would have started tripping, I'm putting it up immediately because this the thing, right? Homeboy Professor Dave put it up and got 500,000 views off it. That's money that you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Godfrey got a staff, he gotta pay, he got all kind of people he gotta pay too. It ain't just him. Like,
yeah. So actually pulling it down, he's hurting his pockets anyway.
Exactly.
It's
and especially when in Lord Jamar, you asked for the smoke. You asked the debate something where you really want you would have lost even worse with Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like, and all that cussing and all that shit ain't Lord. I mean, Godfrey didn't do nothing wrong, like, for real.
Yeah, definitely not. That's what I said. He's
okay. That's how everybody's doing this shit for views, and you fucking right. I'm doing this for views.
But he's implying you sold him out for views.
I sold him out for views. That's what I did.
You got literally.
I sold him out. My views came because he's been on my show. Stop.
It looks
I've earned my shit on my own.
He's creating this beef to get the views.
Probably, yeah, that helps him get views.
Yeah.
Because if he didn't, he'd be like, oh, let me not say anything.
Just another guess.
Because controversy brings people to watch.
That is true.
You know, so I'm like, to get views, yeah. What else would I do this for? I'm doing this for views. You're right. Views are currency.
Yeah.
Views are currency. That's important to have views. Oh, man. And this is not some beef I'm having with him. I just think you calling us names and calling me out, I'm like, I did you a favor. I tried.
Right.
And then you doing that. And so you backstabbing me? What kind of friend is that?
I mean, let's talk about it, y'all. We got Godfrey and Lord Jamal apparently having a falling out. Okay, as y'all seen in the clip,
Yeah, you
Lord
probably
Jamal
clip
played
that.
it.
You can just
Messed
so you can
around.
see like that's the whole thing and just like. But now, if you watch the whole Godfrey clip, Godfrey said that I don't know if you caught the part where Godfrey said that Lord Jamar was insinuating that he got drugged.
Yes, I caught that part.
Nigga, he didn't look like he was drugged. Did he look like he was drugged to you?
Not at all.
He just looked like he was emotional and you was getting cooked. But the whole thing is you was smoking weed. You would have known if something. You was, nigga, come on, Lord Jamal. You probably been smoking weed 40 years for real.
That's what even Godfrey said. You smoke weed all day, every day. You had the whole room smoked up.
Right. So how you like what? You ain't knowing something in your weed, like.
And Lord's been on Godfrey's show a bunch of times, from what I could tell.
When
been on quite a bit.
when Lord Jamar started his podcast on his channel, Godfrey was over there with him. It was him, Godfrey, and Rod Digger. I remember this because what happened was, I'm about to refresh your memory. This is why this is crazy. Godfrey and Lord Jamar used to be regular guests on Vlad
Yes,
TV.
I do recall that. Yeah.
Vlad TV lied on Minister Farrakhan saying he said some shit about the Jewish people or some shit that he didn't say. And Godfrey and Lord Jamar both stood together and said they ain't going on Vlad no more. And this is how Lord Jamar started his own podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And Lord Jamar, Godfrey, Rod Digger. That's how that whole thing started. So I don't get how like dog, this is stupid. Like over a flat earth conversation. Like the Godfrey ain't set you up. You just got into you lost a debate. It happens, man. Like it happens, man. Next time sharpen your knives or just there's nothing wrong with saying, yo, what I thought was wrong. Like
yeah, for real.
Salute Jesse Yum Yums.
Shout out Jess. But yeah, I remember you told me that before because I had like I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of cherry picking. I had friends that said they wanted to come on a pod and they had some pretty crazy stances on certain topics. And even from our discussions, they was gonna look crazy if you start putting the pressure on them or talking to them. So I just didn't bother even putting them on. They even if I invited them, some of them would have flaked anyway. They wouldn't show. We've had guests that were supposed to come on that wind up, no call, no showing. That's why I just from some time I'll prep it, and if they seem like a confident one, I might prep it with their name in there. But now I just like, okay, I'll wait till they show the fuck up.
That's how you gotta do that shit. And my whole thing is this, right? Why, like, this my thing, right? How much do you believe what you saying?
Like,
if you scared to like, if you scared to get a little pushback, somebody asks you a question and you just get nervous, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you could tell the energy, Lord Jamal energy. After a while, it just.
Yeah, he got broke down. It's like he realized he was getting cooked, and it was like that's how I know he wasn't drugged. Cause he was thinking that whole time he wasn't drugged, nigga.
And White Boy, even though he was throwing some ad hominem attacks himself, but he was following with good arguments, and he never got emotional. He never got emotional.
See, this is the thing. When I first heard about this debate, right? Cause I watched it when it was live. Cause there was more shit that happened after that too, like. It was a comedian chick that came up there after they kicked the Professor Dave off. Lord Jamar got into it with her too, like
really
a black chick, yeah, Yamanika or whatever her name is. I think her name
by
something like that.
You don't get cooked like that, Jess. You cool as hell. Yo, what's up, V? Coming in from YouTube. What's up? Yeah. He looks a bit cooked. Yeah, he did get his ass.
He got cooked. That's what I'm saying. Like, so that's the whole thing. He got cooked, and he realized he got cooked. And but this is the thing: if you get cooked, right? If you got a stance on something, and somebody prove you wrong, it's okay to be wrong. It's nothing wrong with that. Like, you just let your pride take over. Like, that's what it was. Like,
for real,
bro, still like a peanut.
Yeah, the bros do roast. They do roast. They roast you in love.
She said, "I'm new here. Salute.
Welcome. Miss V comes from she coming from, we networked her from the Meet Me app, which on Actually, shoot, if it most people don't know about that app on here. I'll advertise. I'm supposed to be doing some auction on Valentine's Day. I got roped into. Not
Oh
sure
yeah, I
how.
think I had seen that notification somewhere
Yeah.
that you was doing that shit.
But on that app, you got to download the app and show up. So
Yeah,
it's a weird one.
yeah.
Roasted more ways, roasted more ways than one. Like roasted getting baked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Welcome, Ms. V. Appreciate you coming in. But yeah, what else did I have?
I'm Scout, by the way. Shit, I'm getting that date.
Yep. I knew you were Scout. Shit, I'm getting that. Getting that date.
Man. Yeah, but that shit crazy. I don't like to watch people get emotional, like over emotional after they lose a debate. It's weird. They start to get cringy.
Yeah.
And then you saying you got drugged and you acting like a Karen is crazy. He talking about he got drugged and he talking about there could be lawsuits and all. What?
Nigga, please, man.
Yeah, like what are you talking about? Like you just like what? You did most of the insult, and if anything, like what are you talking about? Like you called that man a homosexual.
Oh yeah, he did go in on him.
You said something about him doing something with his father. You said all kind of like what? Like
Well, I think this young lady that's doing the auction, I think it's like 1,000 diamond entry fee.
Facts, man up.
And all that other stuff. Yeah, right. You do have to man up. I'm a homie. Yo, I love which one of those content
There go Megan. Salute, Megan. There
we
you go.
What's up, Meg? Thanks for coming over. For some reason our the Facebook comments aren't coming in the main chat feed. Instagram never does, so I haven't even checked Instagram. It was Instagram. Oh, we had a bunch of people came through. Even Jesse. Nobody say that they came through, but nobody's watching right now on the gram.
Hey, you can't, man.
Oh, Motivate said, haha.
Figured I hop on the platform, y'all. It's for real, like that. I don't wonder why. Yeah, it's ever since you put the double Facebook up there, we
I'm
can't
gonna take one of them hoes down.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like
I'll take, but I probably it's not gonna reset till I do a fresh stream. I attract people in. You're welcome. Oh, much love. Yeah, they're coming in from everywhere. We got our YouTubes or Twitch. Miss Yummer's coming in from Twitch. V's from YouTube. Meg's on YouTube. Meg was on Facebook too. And then we got our homie Chris Chaos. That's a resident supporter.
Yeah, definitely a resident. Chris always in here. Megan too, though.
Oh, Jesse says hi, Smexy. She's shouting out. Oh, I throw her comment up here so Smexy can see it.
Man.
Oh, you just see? Oh, she said, hey. Oh, y'all shouting each other. Oh, you put it up? I wasn't paying attention.
I put it up. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Coming through so laggy. Yeah, it went from Facebook to IG. Now trying to Tube. Yeah, Tube might be more efficient.
Yeah. I'm not even sure like if I should keep. Well, Instagram Live hasn't shut us down in a while, so I figure it's good to have that what do you call it? That activity on my Instagram account.
Yeah, especially no reason to take it down. Leave it there. Fuck it.
But it doesn't stay like they don't stay up yet. Like they just disappear after the pod. But I do get the shorts to put up from the pod on the gram.
Oh yeah, so that's straight.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but I was disappointed in my boy. I'm like, man, come on, dog. You don't go out like that, man.
Yeah, my boy should have went out better. He should have had more ammo though. Because he's been like a champion for the flat earthers for a minute.
Yeah, but I don't get. I that's one thing. As soon as like I could think you smart. I swear to God, I could think you smart. As soon as you hit me with the flat Earth shit, I'm just I kind of like, all right, you get downgraded after that. Like I'm back. My bad. Discord bets are going on. Oh yeah, I forgot this. It's Super Bowl Sunday.
Is it? No, it's there's a bunch of games on.
I think it's the game. I think it's the games before the Super Bowl. Or it's getting close. Like I think it's getting
slow
close.
2 seconds. Well, we can read your comments, but for y'all to see them, we actually have to click on them to put them up.
You gotta put them up. Yeah.
We gotta put them up. We can see them on our end.
Yeah, I was about to ask, is it flat or round? Man, that flat Earth shit is crazy. This is the only way I'll ever believe the Earth is flat. Somebody had to go to the edge of the Earth and take a picture of it. Like it been too many niggas on planes for me to believe that the Earth.
I'm one of them.
Right? Like exactly. Like
Oh,
you've
shit,
been
man.
you've been everywhere. You've been going everywhere since you was in the army. Like
Yeah. And we've been on charter flights that flew
the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I wish we could get a Super Bowl authorization to play it on this bitch. I would stream it. We ain't big like that. There's Twitch streamers that get sponsored.
You gotta
by
you gotta have some kind of deal with them.
Big.
Yeah.
Bro, I went to the casino last night and some creepy guy that wasn't like way old. I said I was gonna be 30 in 2 months. He called me a baby, cute baby. I was like, hell no, get me out of here.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah.
That's not even a smooth line, homie. Like
You were a baby, girl.
30 years old is not that's a grown ass woman.
Grown person, yeah, it's a grown person. That's why I hear people in their 30s. I say, you young, but you still grown.
Yeah, you grown.
You grown.
He called me. He called me, baby.
Call me a baby. Well, V is freshly.
I'll handle him.
V got your back, Jess. Jesse just look for me. I'll be
by the crap tables. I keep you safe. I like to talk my shit, make money. Yeah. I literally puked in my mouth.
Now, Steve. Who we got? I was thinking about looking at
toothless redneck.
Was a toothless redneck?
The tobacco chewing ass nigga. I had someone ask me what flavor my cakes are. Pointed to my rear. I told them probably swamp butt and misery are the two.
That's a good one, man.
We gotta put that on the screen. That shit funny as hell. Swamp butt.
Swamp ass is a real affliction.
Man.
You can tell from the sunken cheeks he's missing teeth in the back.
Oh yeah, the sunk in face. That's a telltale sign of missing teeth. Like,
so it's crazy how much your face is filled out by a full set of dental.
He said those be quality flavors though.
You got some freaky cats out there, boy.
Hell no.
You do got
that just sound like it stink. And the biggest red flag was his name was Shane. Shane from The Walking Dead.
Oh, yo, Shane, you ever watched The Walking Dead?
Yeah, I watched up until probably like till Negan killed what's the Asian dude? Yeah, I watched that. That was the last season I watched.
I think I watched the season after that and stopped. I seen some spinoff shit with Michonne rolling around with her katana again.
Yeah, there's a bunch of spinoffs. That's too much TV.
Oh, your ex name is Shane.
Yeah, it's too much TV. Oh, her ex name was Shane.
I knew that. Put some Old Bay on that swamp ass. You got the flavor. It's the flavor. Shit. Hold on. I'm looking through here to see what else I got. I still got another liberal one. But everybody's been kirking out with every move that this current administration has done, including the immigration shit. But then also I did want to give people a shout out. If you're living in the United States legally and you are an immigrant, you don't have nothing to worry about unless you're breaking the law. Hell no, that's your girl brings wipes.
But shit, even if you a citizen, you straight. But if you
straight.
listening, yeah.
If you're a green card holder, you straight too.
No, I'm talking about if you breaking the law.
You breaking the law. If a citizen, you straight. Like even
Yeah.
if you're a naturalized citizen and you breaking the law after you got your citizenship, you belong here.
You
You're
straight,
not going.
yeah, you straight, yeah.
Well, I was about to call her Canadian. You're freaking Australian, V.
No, not
Not
me.
me. You don't have to worry about this stuff. And
That's a scary place. I want to talk to somebody from Australia because how is that living out there? Like with all that poisonous shit out there.
Every other thing in the wilderness is trying to kill you, but she's in the civilized area. She's not out in the wilderness.
Yeah, they said most of the people, but even still, like it still gotta be like little scorpions and shit getting into the city parts too. Like
shit, we got poisonous snakes out here, and we got the brown recluse spiders and shit.
Yeah, we got that. We got them in Connecticut too. Them shit's everywhere. Brown recluse. I never seen one, but they usually like in the forest. Like,
yeah.
I was locked up with a dude that got bit by one of them shits. It was like a hole in his leg, like this big.
Oh
like,
wow!
And they used to kept having to bring him to the infirmary, like to scoop the pus and shit out. It was
that's disgusting.
Disgusting, dog.
Yep, I keep wipes in my purse. My purse shows.
OCD, I'm smelling nice. I am perfume, lotion, deodorant, white sanitizer, gum, floss. Yeah. My friend was like, be careful. They might deport your ass. I'm like, bring it on. I'm 6'4". I'm gonna make them earn that paycheck. Shit, Chris, you was born. You was born in where Chris from?
Hey, Chris, ain't you Puerto Rican?
Yeah, I don't like to assume. Like,
I should know this too. I know this man for like at least 7 years. What playboy Latino are you, man?
Chris ass was born. Chris ass probably was born here. Like, if anything, I'll bite off first. Oh shit! NYC moved to VA and half Salvadorian and put man, you American than a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You was born here. They can't deport
you.
Yeah.
Wait, see this in my bro.
Yeah, you straight.
What is that? A Statue of Liberty or an alien? Is it a lizard?
It looked like a cartoon Statue of Liberty. Oh yeah, it do look like a lizard too, like a snail too. I can't tell. Like, that shit tiny.
I'm blind as shit.
You know, my shit tiny on this little ass laptop. I can see it. Put it back up. I can see it now. Put it back up. I'll tell you what it is. Oh, it ain't. It's somebody with headphones on waving. I don't know what that shit is. Yeah.
And I got the stream manager up, and it's not even showing the comments right.
I'm exploring the buttons. Yeah, she was with her buttons. Let her cook. Saying greet through her headphones waving. Yeah. She fucking with the buttons.
All right. Gotta play with them hoes.
Man.
Actually, I'm not even sure what this one is. This is from 3 days ago. Let me go to Liberal's channel. Oh, pause that hoe. This motherfucker be right behind the news cycle, Liberal. Watch and realize. Oh yeah, the Coleman was checking it out because I guess right after they took office, they killed the CBP One app, which was an avenue to abuse the asylee system. It's where you could have literally applied from anywhere in the world to be paroled into the United States under the feign of having a fear claim. So basically, it's what caused a lot of the great numbers. Yo, dabbing on the cakes.
Dabbing on the cakes.
Pull up a chair there, Chris. Yo, Meg, that sounds like a challenge. But yeah, once he stopped the CBP One app, there was people crying and shit. And
I seen that. Seen that. That shit was hilarious to me.
But then Holman was like, your boy, what's his name? The dude with the big ass forehead. Used to be on ESPN. He got fired, and he does his own thing.
Oh, Stephen A. Smith.
He started out talking, and the way he was talking, like, any of you people who for celebrating because people's hearts are broken because they killed a CB. That's despicable. Blah, 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 blah. But then he broke down. But it's necessary. I said, okay, talk your shit then, bro. Talk your shit. And he was breaking down how enforcing these laws and being lax hurt America more than helped it. And how
this my thing. Why people can't celebrate when motherfuckers was celebrating when they was spending up our tax money? We had people as happy their tax money is about to be back in their pocket once they clean up this mess that Joe Biden made. Like
multi-taxing on the cakes. Julie knows I'm not scared of a challenge. Well, you know what it is, and especially if the government starts functioning in a better way to make more to improve the expenditure of our tax dollars to benefit the citizens more. Like there's so many benefits we should have, and the fact that they're giving away so much money to random shit to bring in all. There's no reason we shouldn't have like universal health care or an option of a more reasonable health care than we got going on now.
I tell you what, they just proved that we shouldn't have no homeless people.
True. That is true.
It shouldn't be a motherfucker sleep on the ground ever. It should never be no homeless people. How the shit they just did, it should never be no homeless people like in America. That's the whole thing. Like it's people out here that was homeless still. Y'all was giving people that shit. That's the part that was making people mad. Like, man, it's all them homeless people outside, man. Y'all giving people that's not even from here.
And there's mobile food centers. They were sending to portions of the. I saw this on a independent news source. They were sending to portions to feed migrants that were settled in the area. And the local homeless weren't allowed to eat.
Facts, and they was wasting a lot of the food too.
That's crazy.
They was wasting a lot of that food too. Like if a lot of that shit, we don't want it. Like what? Man, the moment I heard, for Colombia, I was like,
here's the problem with Colombia. No, here's the problem with the Colombia situation. I read up on it. There was ICE charter flights bringing back Colombian criminals that were here in the United States that were ordered removed. The president of Colombia denied those flights. He denied those flights. He refused to take his people back. So Trump, in retaliation, threatened tariffs, started wrenching down the belt straps. Any benefit Colombia was getting from the United States, purse strings was about to get cut off. Now the president's hustling, trying to make a deal.
Yeah, that's how you got to take your people back. We don't want all of, because this is the thing. They knew what a lot of these countries was sending over degenerates, and they knew they was doing that shit. That's why they don't want the motherfuckers back. Like that's why you don't want them back. Like crime rates was going down. All them people they was sending here, 10 million or 12 million people is crazy, dog.
Well, and they said that like El Salvador, Honduras, and all those places had a 50-year low in crime. 50-year low in the lowest crime rate in 50 years, I should say.
Yeah, you got to think, because and how many people is in them type of countries? Maybe 40, 50 million.
Oh, God knows.
It ain't really. It can't be too much more than that. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you send 13,000 murderers and rapists to another country, nigga, your shit definitely gonna go down. Like,
according to this Wikipedia search, the current population of Colombia is 52.9 million, and that was from 23.
Yeah, that sound about right. Yeah, sound about right. Yo, Trump, I'm a certified degenerate. Send my ass to Colombia. I hate it there. Wink, wink. As long as you got money, you straight. Colombia, you got some money, you be straight over there. Like,
you was straight anywhere if you got bread.
Chris ass born here. That nigga ain't going nowhere. Like,
Chris, you speak Spanish?
Shit, I grew up with Puerto Ricans that nigga whole house speaks Spanish. They can understand it, but them niggas can't speak no Spanish.
I met what do they call it? They call them the New Yorkers, the Caneta Ricans.
Niggas, they understand that shit, but can't speak it that good.
Claro, papá, que necesitas. Claro. Hola. ¿Cómo estás?
So what that mean? What that mean? Clear? It's necessary.
Yeah. Para que, I don't know what is that papa que? What's necessary, Claire? What necessary?
DeMillo.
Shit, I need to learn. I wanted to learn either Brazilian Portuguese and I'll probably learn some Spanish too.
They got
I was learning.
They got apps for that. One of them apps is pretty good with that shit too. Like, got apps for that shit. I'll teach you Spanish.
All right, so
that shit too hard for me. I'll be like, man.
Well, Spanish is easier for me because so many words.
Said, sure, my dude. What's up? What you need? All right.
Sure, my dude. Okay. Yeah, I think Spanish will be easier because there's words that kind of coincide with some English words.
And then if you in America, for the most part, you done had some interaction with some Spanish people, so we know how to count. Like it's certain words we already know. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shit. Working at my job when I was in the field, I was picking it up. And it was coming. I was a little functional. I don't forgot all that shit. Now it's been over a decade since I was doing that.
You gotta stay on top of that shit. I seen it's a nigga in New York that be running around. He taught himself Mandarin and he be going into Chinese places ordering Chinese food in Mandarin and shit.
But the dude's articulate, right? Like speak it like a local. What's up, Mark? But yeah, I think if shit, we coming up on that witching hour. We can wind it down. Unless you got something else.
Nah, we good.
All right,
hard pause.
Water gang. Hey, folks, thank you for coming to the Hard Pause podcast. Yet another episode. Let's throw Murray's back on my joint. Yo, please give my cousin's music some spin on Spotify. Salute. Shout out to Chris Chaos. Shout out to V. Shout out to Jesse Yum. Shout out to Megan Park, a regular here. Shout out to all you folks that came to chit chat with us and hang out with us in this episode. Please feel free to come back. Share the podcast with your friends, your aunties, your uncles, your cousins. Sundays at 5:30 p.m. We're probably gonna pick another day during the week or another time where we're gonna put a second day in. But thank you for continually coming. We in for the long haul. We'll see you next episode.
Peace out.
Water's calling me, yeah. Every safe position before me, setting up car alarms as if my dick got not start with me, yeah. Wave, worries, roll with us, you know you wanna ride away. She a freak in the sheets and the word on the street that